Hello, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have gone in depth and done my face routine. I hope you learn a thing or two throughout this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. A skincare routine is really important because it will make your makeup go on flawlessly. Before I do my makeup, I always cleanse, I moisturize, and then I will go in with my primer, and that's all I do for before my makeup. Something that I do that I always find that helps my makeup look flawless is I use a face razor. So this is just from Sephora, and I just pull my skin and I just go along my face with it. This will get all the little peach fuzz off your face, making your foundation application look very smooth. So I just moisturize and I let that sit on for about 5 minutes, and then I'll go in with a primer. So I like to minimize my pores, so I will use the e.l.f. Pore Putty. Sorry, this is the Poreless Putty Primer. This is about $10. Silicone-based primers go with silicone-based foundations. Having it match the silicone and water with water, it's just really going to work well. If not, it can cause a weird reaction and your makeup can look splotchy, patchy, it can just slip off your face. It just isn't cute. It's always the first ingredient on the ingredients list of your foundation or your primer. How I apply my primers, I do it in the areas where I have pores. So my pores are the biggest around my cheek area here, and then on my forehead, and then chin. So I just take the primer with my finger and I just in circular motions press this into the skin. Pressing it in is just really going to blur the pores. I don't really use primer every day unless I really want my skin to look super smooth, so you don't necessarily need to use a primer. It will just help your makeup grip to it and last throughout the day. So I like to use this CC cream by IT Cosmetics. So how I like to do my foundation is I'll use a brush to apply it, and then I will go in with my beauty blender afterwards. So the brush I'm using is the e.l.f. small stipple brush. Looks like this. These brushes literally are amazing. I have 3 of them. These can be really used for anything. They can be used for concealer, they can be used for highlight, they can be used for your cream contour, foundation. These brushes are really good. I love them so much. I like going in with a brush because I feel like it helps me place the product down. I like to start in the center of my face. So I always start with a little bit, and then you can add more. You don't want to start with too much. So I just did a pump. When I go in with my beauty blender, I'm gonna add, I think, another pump. And I'm going to press my beauty blender into this and then apply it to the face. I just use a MORPHE sponge or the Real Technique sponge. These are both great sponges and really affordable. So it's always important to dampen your sponge. You always want to have a wet beauty blender. So I'm just pressing the product onto the beauty blender, and then I'm going to press this on my face where I think I need more coverage, which is usually my cheek area because it gets red. I just pat the sponge into my face. Patting this will just press the foundation into your skin so it doesn't look like it's sitting on top, and it will also actually take away excess product. Always make sure to blend up to the hairline. And always make sure to bring it onto your ears, down your neck. A trick I really like is to press my beauty blender and roll it on my skin. So now it's time to cream contour. I like cream contouring because I find that it makes my bronzer and my powder stay on longer and look more prominent, because sometimes I find the powders will just like, I don't know, they just fade away throughout the day sometimes. So the point of cream contouring is to enhance your cheekbones. It is to define the jawline and make your forehead and nose appear smaller. So I'm going to apply this using, again, another small stipple brush from e.l.f. I usually will put this on the back of my hand and put it on, but I'm going to just put it on my face first just to show you exactly where I place it. So this product I'm using is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And to find where your cheekbones are, you can feel with your finger just here, the top of your ear to about the corner of your mouth. That is what my guideline is. Every face shape is different, but you can feel for where the bottom of your cheekbone is and where it kind of scoops underneath. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, you can feel where that is, and then that is where I like to place the product. I like to apply it to the perimeter of my forehead, Again, feeling for that cheekbone, and then I like to apply a line. I like to do it under my lip. It helps make your lip appear bigger. And then jawline, so I like to bring my jaw forward, and I will just place a line. And then I'm gonna do my nose contour after I blend this all out. So I really like to make sure I'm blending this into my hairline. So the purpose of it on the forehead is to make it look smaller. And then with your cheekbones, you wanna make sure you're not blending below this line here, because that will just defeat the purpose of making your cheekbones look defined and lifted. So what I like to do is I like to just blend back and forth and then drag it upwards. And I kind of like to bring it around the cheek area here, and then your jawline, just blending that in. And you want to make sure you blend the top of that line really well, and then also bringing it a bit down your neck, just so you don't get any harsh line either on the top or the bottom. You can apply more where you need it, but I'm happy with how this looks, so I'm gonna move on to my nose. And when you're doing your nose, so what I like to do is I just put 2 lines on the sides here. And the closer you bring these 2 lines, the more thin your nose will appear. And I also like to put it on the bottom of my nose. I like to blend underneath first, bringing that down the sides. And this is what it should look like before we go in with the baking and everything. So now it's time for concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So with concealer, you're basically gonna put this on the high points of your face because it is gonna brighten them and bring them forward. I like to apply this to my under eyes to brighten. And I also like to bring it down the sides of the nose, just because it is going to help the nose look more thin again. And then I always get redness around here, so I'm just concealing there, and then top of the lip. So highlighting and contouring is just really gonna make your face look more dimensional instead of just flat. And then also just a thin line down the center of the nose. And for this, I just use my beauty blender. So I like concealing after I do my contour, just because I feel like with the cream contour it can look very orange, and this just kind of tones down all that. And to make sure it really gets on those areas, I just like to, I don't blend it around, I just press directly on the area where I put the concealer. And then if I see any harsh lines like this one here, I'm just gonna go in with my foundation side of the beauty blender, just over where that line is, and it's just going to blend that together. So I do like to do that around my cheeks too, where I applied my cream contour. And then for the nose, I like to pinch my beauty blender and very carefully, like in very small tapping motions, I'm just going to blend this down the center. Then with my foundation side, I'm just gonna lightly go over the whole thing so those contour lines aren't as harsh, because we are gonna go in with a powder. So after I have that concealer on, if I want it to be a bit lighter and brighter, I will go in with a lighter concealer. So this was the first one I used, and this is the one that I'm going to go in with right now. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this, maybe just like that. So this is really going to brighten that up. So again, I just press directly onto the area that I applied it, so it's not spreading around too much. So it's gonna look something like this. And then now with powder, so the powder I'm using is the Morphe Brightening Pink Setting Powder. Another loose powder that I really like is the Fit Me powder. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just gonna powder. I'm not going to bake yet. I like to take it on my beauty blender again, and I like to apply this directly under my eyes, pushing up almost because I start creasing like instantly. So pushing the powder up will get rid of the creases and then it will prevent the creases from coming back. So using a damp beauty blender to press in your powder, since it is damp, it is going to melt the powder into your skin as you're placing it on. So the powder isn't just sitting on your face and it's not looking cakey. And then I also like to apply it to my smile lines because I find the product settles in them pretty quick. So I just go and then pressing this into my chin, around my nose. And then for the rest of my face, like my cheek, my neck, around my forehead area, I like to use the Airspun powder. You can always use Fit Me or any other loose powder. Pressing it into my face. And then what I like to do before moving on to the rest of the face is set. This is the Mario Badescu, I don't know how to say that, Badescu Rose Water Spray. I just like to spray this on my face. Spraying it on your face after you powder just helps the powder melt into your skin more. And a tip I like to do is try not to move my face so I don't get it creasing. I like to go in with my beauty blender and press this into the skin. This is just going to help the powder melt even more into your skin. I just like to wait again like a minute or two until the powder has really set because it feels a little sticky still before going in with my bronzer. So next to do my bronzer and a bit more contouring, I'm going to be using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. So going over your contour with bronzer is just going to warm up the face and give you that bronzy glow. And then cheeks, I like to pinch my brush and then go over that cheekbone, making sure not to go below that. But if you do, that's fine because that's what the baking is for. What I actually like to do with my bronzer that makes my cheeks appear more lifted, I think, is I just put it up on top of the cheekbone as well. So just this whole cheek area here and then hitting that jawline again. We have a problem. So I was holding my bronzer here and I was holding my palette here that I'm using for my mirror and I dipped into this to apply my bronzer. So moving on to my nose contour, so I like to use a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441. I will start going like this before I get to my nose, and then very lightly I will just run down the sides where we have put the contour. And then underneath as well, lifting that up. So now it is time for my favorite part. This is baking. I like to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I got this from Walmart. So I just like to use a dry beauty blender for this. If you don't have another one, you can totally use your damp one. I just like that it is smaller in size. Okay, so let me do a comparison. You need to wet your beauty blenders. This is the size difference. I mean, it's still like a sponge, but it's hard. And this is just very bouncy. Always remember to dampen your beauty blenders, please. So let's talk about baking. If you have dry skin, do not bake. It will just enhance your texture. It'll make it look more dry. It will stick to your skin. So dry skin, do not bake. No good. So what baking does is it is just going to enhance our contour that we put on, and leaving it on for a few minutes is just going to intensify the powder. So I like to apply my bake. I like to apply it in a line under the cheeks here. So if I did get any product that went down, it will just clean it up and we will have a more defined, sharp cheekbone. I like to put it in the center of my forehead just to brighten it a bit more. I like to put it on the sides of my nose to make the contour I have on right now look more snatched. And I like to put it under my eyes just to brighten a bit more. And leaving it on again is just going to intensify the powder. So this isn't a step that you necessarily need to do. I just think it makes my makeup look nice when I do it. Just taking a swipe of the powder on my beauty blender. So putting a line underneath is just going to clean up any contouring products that we had come down a little bit too far. I like to bring it from about the middle of my ear to the side of my mouth, a bit under my eyes just to brighten, and then I like to put it on up to the sides of my nose, where I want my contour to look more snatched. I almost went in with this again. I need to not have this as my mirror anymore. And then a little bit on the center of the forehead. So I just like to leave this on for about a minute or two. I don't know if I said it, but for my bronzer, I use the Luxe Cheek Definer by Zoeva. Okay, so now just to wipe away my bake, I'm gonna use the Morphe M554 brush. And I'm just going to lightly dust this. You can see that dusting it off, it leaves kind of that line. So if you think it's too harsh, you can just keep buffing and then just dusting off the under eye. And then with the sides of the nose, I'm pressing it and going downwards. So that is basically all for the baking. Next is blush. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. And for this, I'm going to just be using a Zoeva 101 Luxe Face Definer, just a big fluffy brush. I also use a Real Techniques brush that looks like this. This is just the Real Techniques powder brush. Blush just adds a wash of color back to your face. I just like to start it at the back of my cheekbone area here on top of where I put the bronzer. I will just go back and forth motions and then bringing it, smiling and putting it on the apple of my cheek. And just because I love the look of blush, I just like to pat it on my nose, forehead, just to warm up, and chin, just to warm up the face a bit more. Not necessary, I just like to do it. Okay, so moving on to the last step, which is highlighter. I like to spray my face again just to give the highlighter something to stick to. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm just using the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I'm just using it on my Morphe 501 brush. I just like to apply this to the backs of my cheekbones for a nice glow. And I just like to apply it to the front of my brows right here. This isn't necessary. I just like to look more glowy. And then for my nose highlight, I just go in with a little pencil brush. This is the Zoeva Luxe pencil. And I just like to take a little bit of it and I just pop it on the center here. Just from about here to here because I don't want the whole nose bridge to be highlighted. And then I do a little bit on the tip. So that is all I do for my skin routine. I'm going to just go put on some eye makeup, do my eyebrows, and put on a lip, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you learned a tip or two about applying your face makeup. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!